This is 30,000 bucks. And just last night, somebody tried to rip this out of my hands. This is a story of how I almost got robbed. My very first mistake. Today's Monday. I gotta go to the bank and I gotta take out a large amount of cash because we might buy a car, but I've never held this much cash in my pocket. Anytime I make a big purchase like this, it's usually a cashier's check, but some people are just iffy about cashier's checks. Rightfully so, especially selling something after hours. Let's go.
At the starting of the week, at Summit Talks, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday.
We made it back from the bank, but I'm waiting for this guy to call. He said he was gonna call when he gets off of work. We got it. Kind of sketched out carrying this much cash. I would have much rather preferred a cashier's check, but what can you do? Paranoia is real. I got Red on the fucking phone again. I don't know why. Hold on.
Because I'm my favorite person to talk to.
You are my favorite person, and you're the only one available tomorrow. We're picking up a Corvette tomorrow. A 7-speed Corvette.
I was playing League of Legends, bro, because you were like, I'm about to take, it's a game. And I was doing hella good, but my team just sucks. You're gonna play League, bro, especially ARAM, you're gonna play passive, like, don't play. Because, why? Why? Like, the whole point of that mode is to fight, bro.
Have you ever seen an angry gamer? This is what they look like, bro. They look like Red. All right, we're gonna go pick up the car. I gotta give Red the money, because he's gonna hold it. Look at this, bro. Fuck. I feel like a drug dealer.
This is what $100,000 feels like.
Yo, for real. Yo, it's raining out here. The guy's not here yet. He drove, hold up. Do I have the key? I leave my car key in the car too, dog. Golly. Say, what's up, Red?
I'm a real Washingtonian. I don't need a hood.
Bro, he don't need no
I don't
hood.
need an umbrella.
This dude is a G, bro. My God. Yeah, we're waiting for the dude. He said he's gonna meet us here. I wanted to meet in the garage because it's like bright. But maybe we'll drive the car over there later.
You guys keep thinking that we live in California. Look how much it's raining, bro.
Red is so mad that you guys think we're from California because he's a Washingtonian.
Bro. I'm a straight up Washingtonian.
Yo,
bro.
for real, dude. Okay, you guys, this is not alcohol. This is virgin. Okay, I stopped drinking alcohol.
Cheers.
I stopped drinking alcohol a while ago when I started developing kidney stones, and he just doesn't drink either. So we're just a couple of jigsaw riders now. Okay, so I didn't know like this dude was allergic to strawberry because this is strawberry. You want to just do a kiwi one?
I don't want to risk it no more.
just do the kiwi one. Just do the kiwi one. I'm sorry, bro. This guy's tongue is itchy. He took one little sip. Holy shit. Okay, my bad. We're gonna get him a kiwi. Is that better?
Bro, as soon as it hit my tongue, I was like, is this strawberry?
My bad, dude.
And then I just felt it go. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's your responsibility, not like anybody else's.
I thought when she grabbed it,
She said strawberry, mango, and
I
kiwi.
heard her say mango.
You're the only Filipino I know that has an allergy. Okay, we didn't turn on the camera. So at this point, we had seen the car. The reason I didn't turn on the camera is because I respect people's privacy. Yes, you're free to record in public, however, whenever, whoever you want. But from the moment he pulled up, he was sketchy, dude. This dude had a mask.
He was dressed up like an elf,
Yeah.
wearing a mask. Didn't want to get out of the car.
Didn't want to get out of the car. That's right.
I checked out the car while kind of talking to him. Tires were bald because when he was on the way driving, he said the car's kind of sliding around everywhere. I was like, that's kind of weird. Even in rain, if the tires are decent, even summer tires, they should be fine. But the tires were bald, like bald. And the car had expired tabs since like 2021. That's already kind of off.
I just want to preface a little bit. When I talked to this guy on the phone, he sounded like a middle-aged white guy that probably had money. He said he just wanted to get rid of the car. The reason it was so low is because he never drove it. So we're walking down these steps. There's a little valet in front of the restaurant. He pulls up, doesn't roll the windows down. He waves us down, and we start walking down. I got the camera, and he's like, oh, you got the camera? And I'm like, yeah, but I won't record if you don't want me to. He then proceeds to say, get in, we'll go for a test drive. It's raining, it's the middle of the night. That guy doesn't know, but I'm actually smarter than this. I told Red when we pulled up to the restaurant to hold the cash because I was the mark if this was a scam. I'm the guy that they're gonna think is holding the cash. So I get in the car, and then the guy was like trying to get me to show him the cash, and I was like, okay, fine. Red's right here. I left the door open. I didn't close the door. I kept the cash right here in case he wanted to try anything. He doesn't know we're both hacking. I look at his affidavit of lost title and I'm like, I know what this is. Like, it's typical for somebody who lost the title. One, he didn't tell me that over the phone. Two, it was a completely different name from what he told me. He told me his name was John. On the caller ID it says John, and then on the affidavit of lost title it says Thomas. I look at the registration he gave me. It did say Thomas, but it said the lien holder was the bank, bro. Was the bank.
It wasn't even on the ad.
Either it's his car or it's stolen. You guys want to know what it is? It was this. It was this car, this exact car, right here. 29 cash. He was a good scammer, bro. Like one of the. I mean, he got me until he pulled up. Yep. When he pulled up and he didn't want to get out the car, dude, that's when I was like, okay. I looked at Red. Did you feel that? Did you feel that?
I felt the energy, bro. He was sketched from the get-go. The moment that he just kept going like this, when we were asking, if you're looking to sell a car, you are very like straightforward when it comes to it. You're not doing this, like you know what you want to do so you can get that stuff done. But if you're gonna give that kind of energy when you're trying to sell a car, bro, it does not. I won't trust you. Like, I don't know if something's wrong with the car. I don't even know if you own the car at that point, but the dude just gave off the worst vibe. And I've been around some sketchy people all my life growing up, and he was definitely really sketchy.
Yep. You think I was about to get played, son? Nah, man. Come on, you can't play. Bro, we invented sketchy, all right? My people invented that shit, bro. So it was an adventure. Ain't no way I was gonna hand him over 29K in cash, bro. Fuck that. It's pissing rain in Washington, but I gotta put the forks on my R6. Not this R6, this one. But I gotta remove the front wheel, and Red's never removed the front wheel. So today we're gonna do something a little different and teach this idiot. Okay, first we gotta put the front stand on. Go ahead and undo this. And this is gonna fall forward. This moves forward like that. Yep, make sure it goes all the way. There you go. Now you can lift it. Perfect. All right, so first you're gonna loosen this nut right here. You don't have to loosen it all the way because you're gonna use this to push the pin out. Next, you're gonna loosen these. Those are the pinch bolts. Get those all the way loose on both sides. Okay, now we gotta take the calipers off. So you could just use the socket.
For some reason, I like using my hand. I feel like I could just do it better. It might be a better idea to use for the socket though.
No, like pull the socket off of the wrench.
No.
It gives you leverage.
That's true, you're right.
How the fuck did you not know that?
I totally forgot about that.
For real?
Yeah, I've been out here freaking just using my hands all the time when I'm working on my car. So yeah, the very beginning, I am an idiot.
You are, bro. Got both calipers off. Now we can remove the front wheel. Okay, Red, so what you're gonna do is lift up on the wheel at the same time pushing this pin out.
Okay.
Axle. And then push with the right. Yeah, there you go. And then that came out, and then you just loosen it again, and then keep pushing it. There you go. And now pull out the pin. Yeah!
Tight.
There you go. Now it comes out. There you go, bro! Was it hard?
No, that's the
dude.
That's the first time I ever took off a front wheel.
Look at that face, bro.
Crazy,
Holy
bro.
shit. Proud dad right here, bro. That's what's up. Was it hard?
Nah, I think most of it is just, most people just are too scared to like do own work.
Now when you go to your bike, you're gonna look at it and be like, oh.
Oh no, I'm paying somebody to do it.
Okay, we're finally at the place I've always been wanting. I've been wanting to try, the Laka Cafe. Red's here. Red's here, bro. Okay, we're at the part of the video where now we're at the restaurant drinking our drinks. I'm gonna let Red give his side of the story.
So starting from the very beginning, it was kind of crazy because the guy called us when we were driving from my house down to the mall to go meet him up, and he sounded like a regular like old white man, right? But when we get to the place that we're gonna go meet him up, when he rolled down the windows, it was like some skinny Indian dude or something like that, right? It was some skinny ethnic guy. And then the crazy thing is, I don't know why you do this, but this is just a disclaimer, like, bro, why would you ruin Christmas when literally this guy showed up dressed like a Keebler elf? He got red gloves on, had a Santa hat, had a ugly Christmas sweater, had a mask on so we couldn't tell him who he was. So already getting sketchy vibes from him. And then every single time that, like, how do you want to do this? Like, how do you want to talk about the car? We was like, we can go to the mall, and he's just like, no, I don't want to count the cash there. You can go inside. I don't want to count there. You're here to sell this thing. why wouldn't you want to go to where there's the most people that can see this thing going down, so you feel safer? Like there's police in the mall. I was over here talking to this guy. I'm just checking the car out a little bit. See, the tabs are expired. They haven't been renewed since 2021. Check the tires. The tires are bald, so this car's definitely been driven a lot. Especially when the guy was trying to say that he just kept it garage kept. So it's already kind of weird. And every single time that we were asking him a question, he would just. Doesn't that make you feel kind of off? The moment that just like, no, I'm not gonna buy this, the guy just drove off really fast, right? So me and go back inside. We're sitting there talking about it. This girl comes out of nowhere on the phone, being kind of obnoxious, sits probably like 3 seats away from me, and she's just staring at me the whole time. So I already get like an off feeling, like I think we're being watched, man. Mind you, this girl tries to give her ID, because we're at the bar, to the person that was the bartender there, and she was like, we don't accept this. So she got walked all the way around. I'm all about situational awareness, so I was watching, paying attention even though I didn't look like I was. She walked all the way around the bar, got walked to the back. There was another guy in a black hood that was sitting probably like 5 to 6 seats away from us. He was on the phone looking in the direction of where that girl was walking. So I already kind of had the feeling that they were there as a group, because we brought cash. It was like $29,000 in cash. So, you know, you just have to be prepared for that kind of stuff. But it was automatically really sketchy the moment that that guy got there. Once I realized that he wasn't that nice white dude that we thought he was, yeah, I was like, nah, this is not it, bro. Honestly, to tell you the truth, looking back at it now, I really feel like that car was probably stolen. The way that it was posted on not Instagram, but on Craigslist, it had like a white picket fence. It looks like it was a nice neighborhood and everything. But the guy that showed up in the car just doesn't look like he would be living in that kind of setting. And I'm not trying to be a person that discriminates like that, but you just know. I mean, I grew up around people from the hood all the time, so I kind of just know how it is when people are being shady. And I was definitely just giving like shady vibes.
Oh yeah. Even just getting out of there. So we went back into the restaurant after the guy sped off. Red still had to finish his drink, but I already felt off too, because the guy that was sitting across of us from the bar, he had moved closer, like 2 or 3 seats closer. And then this girl comes, which I was oblivious. Like I just thought it was some girl that was being loud on her phone. But I had already felt unease. Is that a word? Uneasy. I said, Red, I'm gonna go get the car. You hold on to the cash at the bar. I went to go get the car. I pulled up, and then he got in the car, and then we dipped. Like it was like.
The crazy thing is that guy said that he was there with his wife and kids, and we asked him like, we thought that you were here with somebody, and he didn't say anything. So it just like it felt like we're talking to totally different people. Don't fall for that kind of stuff. If it seems like it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true.
Yep. And that is the first mistake that I made. If it seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true, bro. Now I'm gonna talk about the price of the car, because I think this is really important. And I got Red here with me. The price was $29,000. And you know, when you think about deals that are too good to be true, this deal seemed very probable. And the way he talked about like his family and his kid and like it seemed probable. Like this, like I framed a story in my head of this guy already, and it was just like some old white guy that wanted to get rid of his Corvette, right? So I want to know Red's thoughts on the price. Do you think you would have fallen for it too?
To be honest, I talked to you about it from the very beginning. $29K for a C7 Corvette that had very low miles. I was like, there's no way, bro, because going price for that like a C7 Corvette in Washington are like $40,000, right? Especially the mileage that it had. It probably could sell for like way more.
It's a 7-speed manual, though.
Yeah, and it's manual. It was a I forgot what edition it was, but
Z51.
Yeah, Z51 edition.
Stingray.
So it was just like really weird that it's getting sold for that much. But then we were talking about it too. We were like, it's probably like an old rich white dude that just doesn't have room for it anymore. So I thought, you know, could be anything. I'm just going off of like what the interaction with this guy was, because I never talked to him until we actually like met him. I really did think it was just like a rich old white man. From how he sounded on the phone, I just thought it was like a dude. And then the car's coming from Covington, like that's like a nice neighborhood. So it's just really off compared to how he showed. It was like catfish.
It totally was.
Car sales catfish. That's basically what it was. That's the first thing that you're gonna say, bro. Get in. We're gonna go for a test ride. Like, no. I'd be like, hey, here's the car. Come take a look at it. Let me see the cash if you want to go take it for a test ride.
Yep.
That's typically how it works. Not get in, we're going to go for a test ride. Like, what's wrong with you, keyboard elf?
Kept the car. Keyboard elf. He kept the car running. Like that was another like red flag. Like he just kept the car running, didn't turn it off. I wasn't about to get in with the car running. He finally turned it off, and then I opened the door. But even then, I didn't have the cash with me. And I kept the front door wide open. I kept that bitch wide open.
When he saw the cash, this guy like, literally went like this. Like, you know, like what's it called? The cartoon with the cat that's trying to do something suspicious. When they see what they want, they're like, yeah, bro. They're like a comic book.
This guy was like comic book a thief.
Yeah,
comic book thief, bro. Like the typical thief.
Like a Tom and Jerry weird motherfucker.
Yeah. I already knew this guy was a scammer. I just wanted to see what else we could fish out of this guy, right? I waved at Red. I was like, Red, didn't get the cash, bro. That Red's looking at me like, you serious, dog? Red looked at me like I was crazy. Cause like me and him like had already made eye contact. Me and Red, like we knew this was a scam from the get. Essentially, I wanted to catch him in the act and be like, all right, this car is fucking stolen, right? Or some shit. So he starts like showing me this thing, and it's called an affidavit in lieu of a title. That's when you lose a title. I've seen those before. I bought vehicles from people who were legitimate, showed me their ID. I even took pictures of their ID. Everything matches.
I work at the bank. This happens all the time. It's an affidavit of in lieu of lost title. So people only do that when they don't have their title, but the car is theirs. Most of the time it's like collector cars, right? Or someone that loses the title for the car, they haven't had it in so long. But the way that this was shown on that post on Craigslist did not make any sense, because it didn't mention the title was gone. Two, it just mentioned that the guy just wanted to get rid of it. So it's kind of weird already from that point. Once he pulled those papers out, I was behind the door looking at the paperwork. I was like, oh hell no, this guy's really trying to do this right now, bro.
Yep. I'm looking at the affidavit in lieu, and then he had another thing which was a bill of sale that you could anybody can print this out and get it done. Anyway, I grabbed it from him. I was like, let me see this. And then I was like, who's Thomas? I thought your name was John. And then he was like, oh, I go by John too. I was like, who goes by Thomas and John, bro?
Yeah, bro, I go by Chris Kringle.
Chris Kringle. First of all, I have so many Indian friends. I have never met an Indian named Tom or John, bro. Come on, son.
Like Shavesh.
Sarvesh, yeah, Sarvesh. And I'm like, nah, this is off, bro. So I just sat in the car. I put the cash, like the wad of cash, like on his side, because I wanted to see if he would reach for it. Mind you, the car was off. Like, he would have to turn on the car to try to take off. But by that point, if this fool would have started the car while I was in there and the cash was right next to him,
Oh, bro.
it would have been over. It would have been over.
You're not getting down the street.
You're not, dude. You're freaking not. I would have shut that door.
Tell the story, like I said. One, if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Two, don't bring cash, bro. Cashier's checks or meet up at the bank.
That's it.
Three, if he's dressed up as an elf, it's a no-go.
How's the bundle?
This is actually low-key really good.
Is it legit? I'm gonna have to come back and try it. Okay, that said, we are still looking for a car. I'm still like kind of discouraged. After yesterday, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not buying no car. I'm not that into cars anyway. Plus, everybody's saying you should just buy a bucket for drifting. Yep. So if I do get a drift car, I'm gonna go that route. I'm gonna go buy a $5,000 bucket and then start from there.
Tomorrow never comes until it's